about set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
43-yard line. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. The Panthers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Cougar, go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Come on. Set. Viking 18. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Well, he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will... through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together.
What is going on?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the air, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Inside the 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Slide for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And this one too low. You look at this Carolina defense. It's quite a unit. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. looking for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
This is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after 1. Moore, the motion man. To throw, Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw once more. Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 28. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Roma Dunze. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Bears get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily. but instead the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Come on.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive one made it to the end zone. Drive two resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help.
Get it. 7, Viking, 18.
Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Joey Sly and the Panthers field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And bulldozing his way through. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's another Bears first down. A gain of 31 yards. And the Bears.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Williams looking to do it himself. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to swing this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Now they'll try to run a reverse here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Williams looking to do it himself. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd and 6. Throw right side, taken in by Adunze. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's another Bears first down. An 8-yard pickup.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get this into the hands of Adunze. That was play number 7 on this drive and got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12. And the Bears first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Santos with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Bears 17. Santos, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down and 3.
Looking to throw. Williams.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That's complete. Luther Burden.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 13.
And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
To the air, Williams. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Williams.
He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well.
Tag! 60 Eagles!
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
This is caught by McMillan.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready, ready.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot.